Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. We have here the moon. The immediate thought that came to me is interconnectedness. Right now, you're becoming more and more aware of your interconnectedness with the rest of the universe and also the people around you. For some of you, you might have met or right now you are interacting with someone whom you resonate very deeply with. Not only that you resonate with each other when you talk with each other, work with each other, but even in each other's absence or even in each other's silence, you somehow are still in touch with one another. You still communicate. And sometimes you don't have to say anything and yet you both understand each other. So it can be right now that you are, for some of you, maybe you've found your soulmate. For some of you, you've found your mentor. It can be a mentor-student relationship, or you could be right now a mentor for somebody. It can be a friend, a colleague. It can be romantic or potentially romantic. But the important thing here is for some of you, you seem to resonate deeply with somebody. Not only in the physical level but also in the intuitive level. Now at the same time, you're very much aware with the cycles of the moon. So for some of you, maybe the moon cycle can affect your sleep patterns. It can affect also your sensitivity to the environment, so be aware of that. Have good boundaries, have moments of self-care to allow yourself to recover. Now, be aware of your moods, how it is affected by your environment, by the people around you, so that you can constantly maintain a certain balance. This can also symbolize balance, a balance between your opposites in your person, like the masculine and the feminine. You see here, there is a great divide. This is what is existing maybe previously, because right now, whatever this divide is, it is being crossed over by that intuitive connection you have with nature and with other people. So in a certain sense, whatever gap you might have experienced in the past, it is now being connected by your intuitive part. So maybe for some of you, there might be a certain gap or a certain distance with certain people in your physical realm, but there is a certain bond despite the distance. Despite also the differences maybe of the social situation, the differences also maybe of ideologies, whatever it is, there's still a bond between you and whoever this person or life situation that is resonating with you at this time. So it's a little bit interesting right now, and if you resonate with this one, you will understand who the persons are, or whether this one is leading to also your wholeness as a person. So try to see how this reading resonates with you. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. We have here the Seven of Pentacles. When you look at the Seven of Pentacles, it's a picture of a lady who is baking bread, and I'm drawn to this pentacle here. Now, what comes to me are the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. I think it is related here. You're attaining a certain wholeness where there is oneness in all aspects of your person. Your spirit, mind, heart, body, and somehow there is also that oneness with the elements, with the pentacles, with the 5 elements. somehow there is this oneness or connectivity that you have at this time. But at this time also, you seem to be diligently working on something that you are inspired to do. So for some of you, it can be literally baking, or maybe you have an endeavor of a certain business that is related to baking or cooking. It can be. And you seem to have that energy right now to do miracles in that aspect. At this time, you see here, you are very productive, just like the lady is able to create a lot of bread, good quality bread. And again, you see here, she's in the midst of nature also. There's grass here and everything. So nature somehow has an important part in increasing your creativity and maybe your intuition also. You're being connected with everything. So at this time, you seem to be very busy on a certain project, and it seems that this project that you are involved in is slowly growing and evolving fast. So in a certain sense, what comes to me right now is you don't have to exert much effort, because it is something that is natural to you. You just exert a little effort and suddenly everything blooms. Maybe it's because, yes, you have a very strong connection with your inner self, and so your creativity is also very strong at this time. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. We have here the Eight of Swords. Okay. Aside from this creativity that you have, this connectivity that you have with everything, there is also an aspect or a portion in your life that causes you anxiety right now. So try to see. Yes, you are highly productive right now, and you seem to be in good relationship with everything around you, and maybe also with a deeper relationship with some specific people. At the same time also, you seem to be attaining a certain wholeness. But at this time, there is also something that is preoccupying you right now. Now, whatever this is, this thing that is preoccupying you right now, it's not very clear to you. So it can be, for example, a certain responsibility that you need to address at this time. And the thing that it causes you anxiety, and the reason why it causes you anxiety is because you still do not know the whole picture. Now, sometimes what comes to me right now is that you might have that tendency to procrastinate on this aspect, and so what happens is you concentrate on those aspects where it's easy for you because you are passionate about it. And so there is a tendency, the things that you passionately want to do, you are able to do with ease. But I feel that at this time there is something right now that needs your attention, but you are hesitant to work on it. You see here, the person here in the Eight of Swords is somehow tied up, and so she couldn't move. So there is an aspect in your life right now wherein you feel there is a need for you to do something, or you need to attend to, but you feel a little helpless, you feel a little immobilized. And I think part of it is because you still do not see the whole picture. Sometimes there are things like that wherein you know you have to do it, and there are some details that you need to give attention to, but you hesitate on looking at those details because there is something that makes you feel intuitively will be difficult for you. You know how it is. You know you can address it. Just like this person, she can remove what is tied around her because it's not tightly woven. It's just turned around. She can remove it if she wants to, but she is hesitant to remove it, and she is hesitant to take action. Maybe because by intuition she feels that it, whatever this aspect that needs attention entails some maybe sacrifice on your part, maybe some things there in that situation. Intuitively, you know, you might not enjoy doing, or you might not want doing. So you try to see there is a certain energy of hesitancy in addressing something in your life right now, but you can address it if you would want to. it will require some effort, like it will require some little effort on your part to remove this ribbon that is loosely tied on your body. So it's a little bit, you know how it is. This is what comes to me is red tapes. There are some aspects that you might not feel passionate on doing, but you need to do in order to get rid of the anxiety. It's something that you need to address, because unless you address it, it will continue to give you anxiety, and so it will somehow counterbalance this creativity that you have, this oneness that you have. What comes to me is this thing, if you do not address, can become a wet blanket, something that will prevent you from completely enjoying the present moment. So maybe this is something that you need to give attention to, something that you are uneasy to accomplish because of some difficulty, and somehow you feel it intuitively, but you know that you need to address it. So I guess the challenge of the card is you need to give attention to this one so that you can enjoy more these two other positive cards that you have here. So whatever it is, this one causes you anxiety, you feel a little bit helpless, unable to move, there is a certain fear, but it's something that you can get rid of if you would really work on it. So this is what we have for our tarot cards. Let us now go to the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the card that we were able to get is the Reid, a jeweled web. Okay, it's interesting. It says here jeweled web, connectivity. So right now, you're very much connected with everything around you, like the moon here. You are highly intuitive at this time, and you are highly creative. Now, because you are connected with everything, you feel the positive energy and you feel also the negative energy. And maybe that's the reason why you are hesitant to do certain things, because intuitively you know that there is a certain amount of difficulty in this aspect at this time. Well, that's what makes life colorful. Not everything is a bed of roses. Not everything is always bright and shiny. There are sometimes clouds in the sky, or dark clouds in the sky, but there are also some silver lining. Now, maybe the invitation here is, because you are interconnected with everything, if you are having anxiety on handling a certain part of your life at this time, don't hesitate to ask help. You can ask other people to help you, or you can ask the universe, your spirit guides, to assist you. You don't have to handle it alone. That's the beauty of the jeweled web. We are connected to everything, and so when you do positive things, it gives a positive effect to everything around us. If we are also very positive, we will draw to ourselves positive things also. It's like an echo. When you shout something, what you shout out will come back to you. When you do something positive, then positive things will come back to us. And we can always ask help, because we are always interconnected. In fact, when we ask for assistance, it's not only for ourselves. We can even pray for others. We can petition also for others, because we are all interconnected. When we ask for the welfare of others, when we petition for their welfare, it also positively affects us because of that thin web that connects everything. So in a certain sense, you don't have to go through this alone. Something you need to give attention to, well, you don't have to handle it alone. You can always ask assistance. And maybe you can even ask, help me to begin. Sometimes we hesitate to start things, and all we need sometimes is a little push, or a little friendly push, or friendly pull also. They can pull us out of a difficult situation. So we don't have to handle it alone. So this is what we have right now. I hope it benefited you, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. May God continue to bless your ways until we meet again. Well, that's it for today. See you soon.